classroom. Sayori heads straight to the class. Class? What? Closet, and I follow. Jesus. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Okay. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the other, like for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Oh, okay. Smack. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Ow. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just for 1 second. Okay. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Tai, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess I could... cold drink would do? You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I guess I'm gonna go buy a drink, like I was trying to avoid doing anyways. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Okay. And she's still sitting like that. That's okay. That's weird. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Oh, that's kind of sad. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Oh, okay, that's not quite what I had in mind, but... Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Oh, God. Ah. Sorry, I forgot. You might have a concussion. That might not be good. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. That stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Tai. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do the things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I'd start crying. Really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? I did that. Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. I don't know about that one. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. I didn't. Did I rush her out of the closet? I just told her to at least, like, move over so I could continue to... I don't know. I don't think I was rushing her out of the closet, but yeah, okay. Tai, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Ty, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Absolutely not. Never. Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. We only got one of the items. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Yeah, I guess that's an option. That doesn't seem good, though. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Oh, well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. God dang it. Classroom and clubroom being next to each other in these scenarios is weird. Clubroom. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sharing of what? I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. There we go. Jesus. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Oh, okay. Why did you say that so positively? Okay. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? Nope. I have it right here. You don't have it, do you? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all of the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Okay, we kind of left that out. I didn't even get into the closet, so I don't know how I found that. But sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Ty. Damn. Okay. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Okay. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? No, I'm not. Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's start with Monica. Hi again, Ty. How's the writing going? Terrible. All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. Okay, you two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. My god. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's not like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Absolutely not. How dare you? How dare you ask? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oh god. Oh no. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save me and load me? Is that a game reference? Why does that feel like a game reference? Now I want to save and load it back up and see what happens. I'm just curious. Okay. Okay, nothing happened. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Yeah, probably. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Sure. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Yeah. Or when something unexpected may happen. Is this... No, it's not about writing. It's not. I don't know why you... What am I even talking about? But that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everything's fine. Let's talk to Yuri. Everything's fine. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Tai. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Okay, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I don't like the way she was talking about the knife. You were romanticizing the knife a little bit too much in this one. I'm a little concerned. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Sure. Uh-huh. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. No, I have some guesses, but I mean... That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Yeah, except... Do you say what it is? I don't even think you would. You might imply it. I don't know if the raccoon is the hobby. I don't think the midnight snack is the hobby. But you certainly romanticize that knife. And the satisfaction of the raccoon and yourself. So I'm a little concerned. Those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Okay. Getting slightly terrified of some of these girls. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. I have guesses about what that poem was. I have a few guesses. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ty? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna talk to Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. Well, thanks. But I can't really say it's any better either. Wow, thanks. Phew. Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. A little impulsive, are we? Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll get as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Oh, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.